Assalamu alaikum class. Today is 15th of November 2024 and you all know that today is Friday. And I am your science teacher and I am taking your science lesson, and you all know that we are doing unit number 5, gases around us. And you know that in the last lecture, in the last video lesson, we are doing unit number topic air around us. So first of all, we will do a quick recap of it. Air around us. Okay. First of all, we will do a quick recap of it. Okay, what we have done in this topic. So what is the air? Air is actually a mixture of different gases. It is actually a mixture of different gases. Okay, and what does the different gases means? There are many different gases that are present in the air, that may be the carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, or argon, helium, neon, and all. It not means that all the gases are of the equal quantity. All the gases are present in the different quantities and that are fixed, almost fixed. Okay. And there are the different uses of that gases. Now, sometimes if we talk about we are discussing that there are the different gases. Let's have if there is the oxygen and the carbon dioxide and the nitrogen and so on, the different gases in it. And if you remember, I have also given you a question that you have to write down the different gases that are present. You know that is present in our surrounding and that is present in the air. So these are the different gases, and there are some uses of the different gases. That if the carbon dioxide is present in the air, that carbon dioxide is used by the plants in order to make their food. And if unfortunately we are cutting down the trees in a large amount, that is become a alarming condition. That if the quantity of the carbon dioxide, the trees will be cut down, the quantity of the carbon dioxide will increase in the air, and that increased amount of the carbon dioxide is very harmful, and that and it can cause the global warming of the earth. Okay, it can increase the temperature of the earth. So we should not cut the extra unnecessary trees, or if we are cutting the trees, we should plant the new trees on their regular basis. And as a student or as an individual, it's our duty also that we have to grow one plant of our name, or frequently we try to grow a plant so that it can be helpful for our earth also. Now come to the topic again. If we talk about the air around us, and we know that sometimes the air is also become mixed with solid as well as with liquid. Have you any example in your mind how the air will be mixed in the solid? Okay, good. If you see if you make the cake, your mother will make a cake. When we eat it, there in the piece of a cake there are many holes. If we having a bite, and you will see there are many small holes, and sometimes there is a very big hole in the center, and there is a mixture of the small holes. And if you see the bread, and bread and the rusk and the bakery item that having the holes in it, it means that after during the making of the cake or the bread, there is a gas, that is carbon dioxide, which is produced in it, and that gas can make the bubbles in the solid substance, and that having holes in it, that having a air in it. Okay, so we can say that due to the formation of the gas in it, there are the holes present in the different food example, there are some holes in the cheese also, or any the chocolates also having the holes in it. So if we talk about the air that is present in the liquid, we use mostly the soft drinks. You know that if we when we eat drink the soft drink, we that having a particular gas, and before opening the bottle, if we shake it, there is and open the cap at once, there is a blast of the liquid that come out from the bottle at once. So it means that there is the formation of the gas, there is the gas inside the bottle which can making the bubbles in it. So so in the cold drinks or the soft drinks, there are the gas, that is the carbon dioxide in it, and that when the gas will remove that soft drink is of no taste. Okay. So these are the two examples which shows that the air is present in the different food products or the food items that we use in our daily routine. And I have also given you one question that you have to search for the products that having the gas in it. So this is the concern that we have discussing, that the air that is present around us, around means on the earth. And if we talk about the air that is present in the space, there is a question: is the air present in the space or not? Good, boys. That there is no air in space. Okay, there is no air present in the space. Space में कोई air नहीं है, not even in any other planet, on the moon, in the space there is no air present. If there is no air is present in the space, so there is no availability of the oxygen, and that oxygen is very important for the survival of the living organism. So we can say that if there is no air present in the space, so there is not existence of the life in the space or any other planet or on the moon. So this is a quick review of the previous topic that we have done. Now we will move to the next topic. Okay, today's our topic is air in the soil. हमने पहले टॉपिक किया air around us, and now our topic is air in the soil. Okay. If we see and think about it, whether the air is present in the soil or not. In the soil, if you will see the soil of your garden or of your pot, there are some kind of gaps or the holes present in the soil. The soil is not of the fine texture, just like a clay. The soil is having some air in it also, and this air is for what purpose? The air is needed for the living organisms that are living in the soil. For example, the ants or the beetles or the earthworms that are living in the soil, they need the air to breathe or to live. They need the oxygen. So the air that is present in the soil will give it the oxygen to that living organism. You can observe and you can do an activity at your home, that you can take a soil from your garden in one pot, and then in another pot you having the water in it. If you will see it carefully, from the when I am pouring I will pour the water in the soil, there are some bubbles, air bubbles that are coming out. If you will see it. Are you observing? If I will shake it, there are some bubbles that are producing in the soil. It means in the soil there are some air that is also present in it, and it show that it confirm that the air also having air inside it, and this air is very necessary for the living organisms that are living in the soil. Let's having a clear review of it. Can you see the sides of the beaker, that there are some holes that are present at the corners of this beaker where the soil or the mixture of the soil is present. It means these bubbles are showing, and if you will see in the center, there are also some holes or the bubbles that are present in the beaker, which show that there are the air, there is air that is present in the soil, which is helpful for the living organism that are living in the soil, just like the earth form. Okay, now we have to do the next topic, that is different gases. So this whole chapter is all related to the gases that we have used in our daily life. Okay, if we talk about the different gases, some of the gases are very useful for us, and some of the gases are very, very harmful for us. Okay, some can be used to do the different activities, and some are very harmful if it is present in a large amount. We will discuss it one by one, the some of the gases which are useful and the some of the gases that are harmful. Useful gases and harmful gases. Okay. In the useful gases, there is the first gas that is very, very important for us is oxygen gas, and we all know that the oxygen gas is present in where oxygen gas is present. Good. The oxygen gas is present in our air. And we need that oxygen in order to survive on the earth or to live. Without the air, without oxygen, we can't live for. We can't live when we can't exist on the earth. Okay. So the oxygen gas is very useful gas for us, and the next one is the helium gas that is present, that we use in the balloons. The helium gas is lighter gas. इसके साथ एक और को हम कंपेयर करते हैं, another gas that is carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide, when we blow the balloon, which type of the gas is we are putting into the balloon? Good, that is the carbon dioxide. We are exhaling carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide is heavier gas, and it remains on the earth. When we let the balloon go, it will fall on the earth because it is a heavier gas. And when we talk about the helium gas, it is lighter than the air, and if we fill the balloons with the helium, it will float. The balloons will float in the air, just like in our sports games when we have to blow the balloons. We have to release the balloons in the starting of the sports to start the sports session or the games. We release the balloons. All the balloons having the helium gas in it because it is a little bit lighter. It is lighter than the air, and it's allow the balloons to move in the upper portion of the atmosphere. Okay, so it's all because the air is helium gas is lighter as compared to the carbon dioxide gas. Okay. Now there is another gas that we use mostly in our stoves which help for the cooking, that is present in our that is also a natural gas that is present that come from the pipelines. That is the gas, that is the natural gas, that is called as methane gas. Okay, and that help us to cook the food. Okay, there are some other gas that is present in the cylinders. When there is a shortage of the gas, natural gas, we can fill our cylinders with the gas that is not the methane gas, that is the butane gas that is present in the cylinders, whether the cylinder is a big one or the smaller in size. Okay, so that butane gas also help us to cook the food. We can say that it can help in the cooking. Okay, so there is another gas which is present, which we use normally, is the neon gas. Okay, this neon gas is present in, we can use in our billboards and in the shops, and it gives the different, having the different colors, and this gas is also used in the fluorescence, the tubes or the which help in the mentioning of the flashing lights, colored flashing lights that is present in our shops, shop windows. This type of the gas, neon gas, is used. Okay, these are all the useful gases that we have discussed. Number one is the oxygen, the next one is the helium, and the natural gas, and we also have discussed about the neon gas. Now it's time for the harmful gases. Harmful, which type of the gases are the harmful gases? There are some gases such as the carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide gas this is the formula of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a very poisonous gas that can be released from the exhaust of the vehicles. And there are some other gases that may be the sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide that are also released from the exhaust of the vehicles, and that is very harmful, and they can cause air pollution. And this is also very much poisonous to our health. And nowadays we all see that there is a smoke, and that is a mixture of the air pollutants and the fog, and that is very dangerous for our health. And it can, due to this smoke, the high quantity of the smoke, it can slowly and gradually entering into our body. It causes the cough. It can cause irritation in our eyes. Okay, so the next harmful gas is the chlorine gas. It is a poisonous gas, and but sometimes when we can go for swimming in the swimming pools, when it is used for a large amount for one shift, and for the second shift they can change the water of the swimming pool, or they may add the chlorine in it, so that it can kill all the germs that are present in the water, or it is acting as an antiseptic to kill the germs. But if it is not using in a liquid, then it will be a very dangerous one. Okay, so the next is also the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also a helpful gas for the plants. We have also discussed in the lesson now that it is helpful for the plants. How it is helpful for the plants? It is helpful for the plants to make their food. To make their food by the process called photosynthesis. Okay, and it is helpful for the plants. But if the quantity of the carbon dioxide in the air is increased from the average level, then it will be the alarming condition. And nowadays, due to the cutting down the quantity of the carbon dioxide in the air is increasing day by day, and it causes the global warming, and the global warming also having many side effects. It can increase due to the increase of the temperature of the earth. It can causes the glacier to melt, and it can which can cause the flooding, and it can do a large amount of the disaster. Okay. So the carbon dioxide having the it is useful for the living organism, as well as it is harmful when the quantity of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is increased. Okay. Then now there is another gas, that is the nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide, which is also called laughing gas. The nitrous oxide is also called as a laughing gas because if a small quantity of this gas is inhaled by a person, it can cause that person to laugh. But if the large amount of the more quantity of this gas is inhaled by a person, if instead of laughing, it can cause the person to sleep. So it can also it is in a sense we can say that in the early ages the people use this gas for giving anesthesia to the patient, to having a sleep for a temporary time. So we can say that nitrous oxide is called as the laughing gas, which is a little bit useful, and it can, if it is the large quantity can be inhaled, it can be called the sleep of a person. So we can also write the nitrous oxide here too, because it is acting in the early ages, it is acting as an anesthesia. So this is the whole topic that we have done today, and we have now having a quick review that we have discussed about. First of all, we have discussed about the air in the soil. The air is having this air in it. That air having the gases, different gases, which allow the living organism living in the soil to survive there. Next topic is the different gases, and the different gases, some gases are useful as well as some are harmful. The some of the useful gases are oxygen, helium, and carbon dioxide gas if it is in a small amount, and then the natural gas that is a methane gas, that is a methane gas, and the butane gas is also present in our cylinders. So yeah, then all are the gases that are help to make the food. Okay. And then if you talk about the harmful gases, the carbon monoxide is a harmful gas. It is a poisonous gas, and it can cause damage to our body as well as our environment, causing air pollution, chlorine gas, and the carbon dioxide we have discussed in a detail. Now it's time for the homework. I will give some questions to you, and you have to do that question in your notebook. Now I am writing some questions on the board, and you have to write down the answers of these questions. Your homework will be write any 5 useful and 5 harmful gases. The next question is, write the use of these gases. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, helium, methane, and butane and chlorine. You can also write the gas with all of them. The next question is, write how these gases are harmful for us. First one is carbon dioxide gas. Second one is carbon monoxide gas, and third one is chlorine gas. Okay, so these are the three questions. I will explain it one by one. The first question is, write any five. You have to only write the names of any. Write name. You can also write it as write names of any five useful and five harmful gases. Okay, you only have to write down their names. Okay, and the next question is, write the use of these gases. Uses, how they are helpful for us, how these gases are helpful for us. You have to write down the use of all these gases: oxygen gas, carbon dioxide gas, helium gas, methane gas, butane gas, chlorine gas. We have discussed in the lesson, and you can take the help from the net or the internet lesson as it's your own choice. The next question is, write how these gases are harmful for us. These gases, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide gas, and the chlorine gas, how they all are harmful for us. You have to write down their harmful nature of these gases. Okay, and I hope the whole topic, today's topic, is clear to you, and it's all from my side. Allah Hafiz.